we're dreaming of reaching our first 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe and be the first to discover new stories every day. Picture this. I'm standing in my own living room, heart hammering in my chest like a drum, the kind that echoes in your bones. Emma's leaning into this guy, Dave, her laughter sharp and mocking, slicing through the hum of conversation. Her hand rests on his thigh, casual but deliberate, as if I'm not even there. The room's packed with friends, glasses clinking, music pulsing low, but they're all stealing glances, sensing the storm brewing. My fists clench, nails biting into my palms, a hot flush creeping up my neck. My breath catches, shallow and uneven, my jaw tightening like I'm holding back a shout. How do you stand there, rooted to the spot, when your world's unraveling in front of everyone? Let's rewind. I'm Robert, a lawyer at a firm in Boston. The work's intense, building cases, outsmarting opponents, defending what's mine. I'm independent, don't shy from conflict, and I protect my space. 2 years ago, I met Emma at an art gallery downtown. She was a photographer, all fire and creativity, snapping shots of the crowd. She caught me in her lens, then walked over with an electric smile. "You've got a story in those eyes," she said brightly, her voice warm, brimming with passion. We clicked. Her energy pulled me in like gravity. Early days were magic. Our Back Bay apartment was our haven, walls lined with her prints, crisp shots of crimson leaves from New England road trips, us grinning at festivals. Evenings, we'd sprawl on the rug with board games, cold sodas sweating, laughing over bad moves. She'd flip on the radio, hips swaying, tugging me up. "Come on, Robert, dance," she'd coax softly, her voice playful, eyes sparkling. I'd pull her close, our steps clumsy but perfect. Weekends, we'd hike or curl up on the couch, her head on my chest, trading dreams. She'd text during my late nights at the firm. "Kill it, babe." I'd cheer her photo gigs the same way. It felt real, lasting. But things shifted, slow and sneaky. One Saturday, I pitched a hike, fresh air, open trails, and she sighed, rolling her eyes. "Always the safe bet, Robert. Don't you crave something wild?" she said, her tone teasing but biting, lips curling. My shoulders stiffened, doubt flickering. Am I too predictable? My breath hitched, fingers tightening on my mug. "It's what I like," I replied calmly, my voice steady, jaw clenching. I let it go, hoping it was a mood, but her words lingered, sharp as a splinter. Work kept me grounded. Days at the firm were long, stacked files, heated debates, Boston's skyline glinting outside. I'd come home drained, briefcase thudding, eager to see her. One evening, I walked in, keys clinking, and heard her on the phone, giggling. "He's so stuck in his routine," she said lightly, spotting me but not stopping, her voice smug. She hung up, smirking, tossing her phone on the couch. My chest tightened, pulse quickening, fingers twitching. My throat felt dry, like I'd swallowed sand. "Routine's a problem now?" I asked, my voice low, firm, eyes locked on hers. She waved it off. "God, relax, it's nothing," she replied dismissively, her tone sharp, avoiding my gaze. It stung, made me wonder if I was losing her. I swallowed the urge to push, lips pressing tight, but my gut churned. Something was off. The distance grew tangible. One night, I found her asleep in the guest room, door half open, her silhouette barely visible. Our bed felt cold, too big. My breath caught, a dull ache in my chest. I stood in the doorway, fingers gripping the frame, wondering why. Was it me? I let it slide, jaw tight, telling myself it was a one-off. But she started sleeping there regularly, her clothes migrating to the guest closet. "You okay in there?" I asked one morning, my voice cautious, leaning against the door, mug in hand. She glanced up from her phone, eyes distant. "Just needs space," she muttered flatly, turning back to her screen. My fingers tightened on the mug, heat rising in my chest, but I stepped back, resolve wavering. The silence was louder than words. Her withdrawal sharpened. I suggested a Vermont drive, fall leaves, cozy inns. In the kitchen, maps spread, I traced the route, voice hopeful. "Let's get away, just us," I said, a grin tugging my lips. She leaned against the fridge, arms crossed, eyes dull. "I'm not feeling it," she said curtly, shrugging. My smile faded, a cold weight in my gut, hands pausing on the map. "You never feel it anymore," I replied, voice low, bitter edge creeping in, jaw clenching. She rolled her eyes, walking out. "Don't make it a thing," she tossed back, her voice sharp. My pulse raced, fingers crumpling the map, heat spreading. I wanted to shout, but swallowed it, breath uneven, telling myself to give her time. Her rejections cut deeper. One evening, I planned a quiet dinner at home, her favorite pasta, candles flickering, music soft. I stirred the sauce, heart racing, palms sweaty, hoping to reconnect. She walked in, jacket on, hair catching the candlelight. "This is for us. No fights tonight," I said warmly, voice hopeful, offering a soda, fingers trembling. She sat, eyes narrowing, lips pursed. "This is sweet, Robert, but it's a bit much," she said, her tone laced with passive aggression, pushing the plate away. My stomach dropped, smile fading, lips pressing tight. "I'm trying here," I said, voice low, disappointment clear, pulse quickening. She sighed, standing. "Maybe try less," she snapped, her voice sharp, grabbing her bag. "I'm meeting friends." The door shut, candles burning, plates untouched. I sat, fingers gripping the table, jaw clenching, a memory flashing. Her snapping a photo of me cooking, laughing, saying, "You're my main story." Now, the silence screamed, and my resolve hardened. No more chasing. The first public blow landed at a dinner in the North End, warm with clinking glasses and garlic-scented air. Emma's across from me, next to Mike, a graphic designer. She's leaning into him, fingers brushing his sleeve, laughing too loud. "Mike, you're hilarious. Robert would never pull something that bold," she teases, voice dripping mockery, lips curling. The table freezes. Sarah pauses mid-sip, eyes darting to me. Mike's chuckle fades into a cough. Jen tries to pivot, voice bright. "So, anyone try the tiramisu?" she asks, fork tapping. No one responds. My jaw locks, hands balling, heat creeping up my neck. My breath shortens, fingers digging into my thighs. Is she doing this on purpose? "Emma, enough," I said quietly, tone hard, stare cutting, lips tight. She blinked, feigning surprise. "Just joking," she replied flippantly, voice sharp, leaning back with a smirk. The silence stretched, guests shifting, forks clinking faintly. Sarah's glance was sympathetic, but she stayed quiet. My pulse hammered, thudding in my ears, napkin twisting in my hands. The drive home was silent, knuckles white on the wheel, breath shallow, city lights blurring. In our hallway, I faced her, shoulders squared. "That was humiliating. Don't do it again," I stated firmly, voice rising, arms crossed, chest heaving. She scoffed, tossing her hair. "You're overreacting," she snapped, tone biting, stepping past. We argued, me demanding respect, pacing, voice edged, her dodging, hands gesturing. She mumbled a sorry, voice low, but doubt grew. Was this fixable? I lay awake, breath uneven, replaying her words, resolve hardening, heart heavy. Her rejections weren't just social. One night, I reached for her in bed, hand brushing her shoulder, hopeful. She stiffened, pulling away, curling toward the wall. "Not tonight," she said flatly, voice cold. My hand froze, a cold wave in my chest, breath catching. I rolled back, staring at the ceiling, pulse heavy. Was she shutting me out completely? It became a pattern, her turning away, excuses vague, touch absent. I held back, jaw tight, fingers flexing against the sheets, telling myself to be patient. Her behavior escalated at a friend's cocktail party. Emma didn't just flirt, she turned it into a performance. She danced with Tom, the divorced neighbor, her hands on his shoulders, swaying too close, laughing loudly, her eyes darting to me, challenging. Then she pulled Mike onto the floor, whispering in his ear, her fingers trailing his arm, ignoring me entirely. The crowd noticed, Sarah's eyes widened. Jen whispered to a friend, their glances heavy. My stomach twisted, fists clenching, breath hitching. She was making me a fool. Not with words but actions, each move a deliberate jab. My pulse raced, heat rising, fingers flexing. I stepped forward, voice low but firm. "We need to talk, now," I said, tone unyielding, touching her arm. She jerked free, eyes flashing. "You're embarrassing yourself," she hissed, voice sharp, stepping back. My chest tightened, a slow burn in my gut. "You're embarrassing us," I shot back, voice hard, jaw clenching. The crowd's murmurs grew, but I held my ground, breath shallow, resolve fraying. In the car, she was silent, arms crossed. "You're too much," she muttered, tone cold. My hands gripped the wheel, pulse steady but heavy, doubt gnawing. How many lines could she cross? I tried to pull us back. One evening, I sat her down, city hum faint through the window. My heart raced, palms sweaty, voice steady. "Let's save this, Emma." Greece, like you wanted. Or therapy, if you're up for it. I said earnestly, leaning forward, hands clasped. Her eyes flicked to the floor, lips curling. That's your fix, Robert, not mine. She replied coolly, voice detached, smirking faintly. My chest tightened, fingers digging into my palms. You don't want to try? I pressed, voice low, bitter edge creeping in, jaw clenching. She shrugged, standing. I'm fine as is, she said sharply, walking out steps sharp. My pulse hammered, heat rising, resolve fraying. I stared at the couch, breath uneven, a memory flashing, her curling up there, laughing, saying, "You're my home." Now, it was empty, and my heart sank. The firm was my refuge. Grabbing sodas with Alex in the break room, he leaned in, brow creased. You okay, Rob? You're wound tight, he said, voice low, stirring his coffee. My fingers tapped the can, jaw tight. Home's rough, I admitted, tone neutral, eyes on the floor. Saw you at that party. Looked like you were carrying the world, he said gently. My chest tightened. Others saw it? Feels like I'm the only one fighting. I replied, voice low, bitter, shoulders hunching. He clapped my shoulder. She's playing with fire, man, he said gravely, eyes serious. I nodded, throat tight, weight heavier, breath uneven. Emma's friend Sarah texted me, file stacked high at my desk. Emma's spiraling, Rob. She doesn't know what she's doing. Her message read, tone urgent. My pulse quickened, fingers hovering. I pictured Sarah at her loft, worrying. She's pushing everyone away, she added. I typed back, hands steady, throat dry. I'm trying to hold on, but it's slipping. Sarah replied, talk to her. She's lost. I leaned back, chair creaking, heaviness in my chest. Could I fix it? My fingers drummed, doubt gnawing. Emma kept pulling away. I scored concert tickets she'd raved about, holding them up in the kitchen, voice hopeful. Surprise, I said, grinning, heart lifting. She glanced, shrugged, eyes dull. I'm meeting friends, she replied flatly, tone detached, avoiding my gaze. My heart sank, fingers tightening on the tickets, cold weight in my gut. This was for us. I pressed, voice firming, stepping closer, breath shallow. I need more excitement. You're too steady, she said irritably, eyes flashing. We fought, me pacing, hands gesturing, voice sharp, her leaning on the counter, arms crossed, tone biting. If you're done, just say it. I challenged, voice hard, chest heaving. She left, door clicking shut. I went alone, music loud, fists clenched, doubt gnawing. When do you stop fighting? I kept trying. I planned a movie date, her favorite rom-com, tickets ready. Thought we could laugh tonight, I said, voice hopeful, grin tentative. She glanced up from her phone, eyes cold. I'm busy, she said flatly, standing, grabbing her jacket. My smile faded, fingers tightening on the tickets. Busy doing what? I pressed, voice low, bitter, jaw clenching. Don't interrogate me, she snapped, walking out, door clicking. My pulse raced, heat rising, tickets crumpling. I sat, staring at the blank TV, breath uneven, a memory flashing, her laughing at a movie, popcorn spilling, voice warm. Now, silence, resolve hardening. Her jabs got personal. Over breakfast, mugs steaming, sunlight slicing through blinds, she said, your calm vibes dragging us down, Robert, voice sharp. Fork jabbing. I froze, spoon midway, pulse hammering, throat dry. My muscles tensed, heat rising. Was she right? Calm? I fight for what's right every day. I shot back, voice controlled, edged, spoon clinking. She laughed, mocking, lips curling. Not in life. It's boring, she sneered, eyes narrowing. I stood, chair scraping, breath uneven. I won't take that, I declared, voice low, hard, hands gripping the counter. She rolled her eyes, shoulders slumping. Later, in the study, I paced, fingers flexing, spotting her chipped mug. A memory hit, her pouring tea, smiling. You're my home, she'd said, voice warm. Now, the mug was cold, resolve hardening, no more shadows. I tried again, buying a silver necklace she'd eyed. I left it on the counter, note beside it, heart racing. She came home, smirked. Trying to buy me off? She said mockingly, tossing the box aside. My chest tightened, fingers clenching the counter. It was for you, I said, voice low, bitter, jaw tight. Don't need it, she replied curtly, walking out. My pulse hammered, resolve fraying, a memory flashing, her wearing my bracelet, smiling, voice warm. Now, just metal, heart sinking. Work showed contrast. In the break room, Alex and Lisa joked about their weekend, hiking, laughing. Lisa's husband dropped by, their easy smile stinging. I had that once. My coffee cooled, jaw clenching, spoon stirring absently. Alex caught my eye. You good? He asked quietly, brow furrowed. Just thinking. I replied, tone guarded, throat tight. It sharpened my resolve. Fix or end it. Emma's behavior escalated. I overheard her on the phone, door ajar. He's so passive, exhausting, she vented, voice dripping disdain. My ears burned, fists balling, steps heavy as I burst in. Who are you trashing me to? I demanded, voice booming, chest heaving, hands gesturing. She jumped, phone dropping. Just venting, she yelped, tone panicked, stepping back. We yelled, me pacing, voice hard, her rigid, tone sharp. This stops, or we're done. I warned, voice grave, muscles taut. She teared up, nodding. I'll do better, she promised softly, eyes wet. I hugged her, arms stiff, doubt gnawing. Hope flickered, gut screamed caution. One night, I cooked her favorite lasagna, kitchen warm with tomato and basil, candles flickering. Hours passed, food cold, wax dripping. She texted, staying out late, tone casual. My stomach dropped, jaw clenching, a memory flashing. Her snapping a photo of me cooking, laughing. Silence deafened, resolve hardening. No more waiting. I saw her phone light up, a flirty message from Jake. My pulse raced, fingers hovering. I confronted her, voice low. Who's Jake? I asked, jaw tight, holding the phone. She snatched it, eyes flashing. You're paranoid, she snapped, brushing past. My chest tightened, hands clenching. Answer me, I pressed, voice rising. It's nothing, drop it, she hissed, walking out. My pulse hammered, resolve fraying, doubt gnawing. She refused a Cape getaway, beaches, walks. I'm going solo, she said, tone final, eyes on her plate. My throat constricted, hands clenching the tablecloth. Why cut me out? I asked, voice steady, jaw tight. I need thrill you don't give, she snapped, fork clattering. We argued, me standing, voice rising. Think about what you're doing, I said resolutely, hands gesturing. She left, door slamming. I wandered the apartment, wiping the counter, hands slowing. A memory hit, her camera there, laughing. You're cute when you're focused, she'd teased, voice warm. Now, bare, chest aching, resolve solidifying. The final straw was her hosting friends at our place. The living room's alive, couches packed, laughter loud, snacks scattered. Emma's all over Dave, whispering, hand on his knee. Dave, your adventures are everything. She purrs, voice sultry, ignoring me. Guests freeze. Mike's beer pauses. Sarah twists her necklace. Jen clears her throat. My vision narrows, heart thundering, palms sweating, breath shallow. I stand, chair scraping. Everyone out, now, I announced, tone commanding, arms sweeping, voice hard. Footsteps shuffle, glasses clink. I turn to Emma, hands clenched, crowd watching. This is over. Get your things and go, I declared icily. Voice steel, arms crossed, chest heaving. She gapes, hands trembling. You're doing this now? She stammered, voice cracking, face flushing. You did this, I shot back, pointing to the door. She stormed to the bedroom, sobs muffled, zippers scraping, muttering. You're ruining everything. I stood rigid, breath slow, hands flexing. At the door, bags in hand, eyes red, she paused. You'll regret this, she whispered, voice barely audible. You made your choice, I replied, voice calm, final, shutting the door. I turned to the guests. Show's over, I said coldly, walking away. Sarah caught my arm. She was playing with fire. Rob, she said softly. I nodded, throat tight, weight lifting, breath even. Papers were filed fast, no looking back. I stood my ground, heart heavy, stance firm. Work brought perspective. Over coffee, Alex leaned in. Heard about the split. How you holding up? He asked, voice concerned. Moving forward. I replied, tone steady, fingers steady but chest tight. You stayed strong, he said admiringly, clapping my shoulder. I nodded, a faint smile, feeling stronger, breath even. At a team lunch, Lisa said, you seem calmer, Rob, voice warm. Lessons learned. I replied, tone reflective, chest lighter. 9 months later, life steady. Mornings. I brew coffee, sunlight on the counter, no tension. Breakfast alone, fork clinking, radio humming. The empty chair stings. Her song plays. My hand pauses, pang hitting, and I switch it off, jaw tight. Evenings. I'm out, dinner with Sarah from a networking event. At a bistro, pasta steaming, her laughter light. She says, "You're easy to talk to," voice genuine. I smile, shoulders loose. Home's mine. Furniture shifted, her photos gone, walls fresh. I won't settle again. Ran into Emma at a cafe, espresso heavy. She's worn, hair tangled, eyes shadowed, twisting a napkin. "Robert, can we talk?" she asks, voice quivering, hands shaking. "I messed up, alone now, gig's gone," she says, voice cracking. I pause, cup warm, resolve solid. "Choices have weight, Emma," I said coolly, tone detached, fingers steady. "I miss us," she pleaded, eyes wet. I met her gaze. "You burned that bridge," I replied, voice steady, turning away. "Please, one more chance," she called, voice fading. I shook my head, leaving, breath even, heart steady. In the car, engine idling, a memory flashed. Her snapping festival photos, saying, "You're my main story." Now noise. I exhaled, weight lifting, drove home, hands steady.